All right, it's a session recap for the 14th day of November. And this morning we were watching as the dollar topped out, and it's been going up for quite a while. So they're most likely going to have to put a double or a triple top in here before it's all over. But the really good news this morning is this: they broke that support. You see that? That's really, really big, right? So this is most likely going to end up going down, but they'll probably need one more push up before they do that. All right. Then you'll have a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, and then we can go. So be aware of that. Don't get snookered. If they come up here like this and start to turn down, be really cautious because most likely they're going to come up and put a right shoulder in because they put the money in once, they put the money in twice, they put the money in three times. All right. So they got to come out three times. All right. So we're going with dollar weakness for now. All right. That means the euro would be turning to the upside. And of course, there it is. It almost got the target and now it's going up. What does that tell you? We're going to go up. All right. So there you go. All right. What the heck that is. All right. Over to pound dollar. All right. Falling wedge. We did break up. We're about 15 pips maybe from target right now. And it should hit that pretty easily today. Dollar Swissy, all right, still inside the rising wedge. All right, so it is not broken out, but we do have a clear close and reverse up here. That may be the top. All right, we'll see. It's going to take a while to work this down into this area here. Dollar yen, all right, same thing here. They're waiting for commitment from the dollar. They already have a head and shoulders in here. So they're just waiting for the dollar to finally say, okay, we're going down, and then watch for it to come to the downside. Target's 154.77. If it does break this morning, doubtful, but it could, Aussie dollar, falling wedge, up she goes. And there we go. We're about halfway to target right now, right there. Can't trade it. It's too low in ATR right now. Euro yen, all right. Euro yen, try to get this morning. We did have it, and we didn't have everybody trade it. All right. Notice how they knew that fib. See, when you start seeing them, they hit your fib and stop dead. That's when you know I'm getting their numbers. All right. Now, if I know where their numbers are, I can take action here. All right. All right. I hit a number. Where do I move my stop? When I hit a number. Okay. Right close to the 1,000. Should I be really close to that when it hit over there? I should have been really close to that. See, this is why. Okay. Hit it. All right. See the wick. Move that stop. Boom. I don't give it back. All right. All right, so still got a target a little bit further up there. Pound yen, we're in this live, waiting for it to go, and it's gonna get tough here. So remember, put your stop in here. You might have just got stopped out right there on that wick. That's okay. That's okay. All right. If it goes down, you're gonna be glad you got stopped out. If it goes up, they're not your pips. All right. So there you go. Target is up here at 198, 50, 84, 64, 84, sorry. All right. Stopped out 45 and 7. There you go, Don. Nice job, Don. All right. So that's okay. All right. Well, Don, see, here's why that's great. You had a plan and you executed the plan. All right. And you made money. So great day, Don. There you go. I don't go. Doesn't get much better than that. He said, well, yeah, what if it goes all the way up there? Yeah, well, if it goes all the way up there, he's not in it anymore. But he didn't lose. He didn't lose a dime. All right. And he executed a plan, and good job. Way to go. Nice work. All right. All right. Can't trade New Zealand. It's too slow, low in ATR. Over to Aussie yen. All right. Aussie yen. All right. Now we're getting some. Remember, I told you, I don't like this at all. And I said, this is where they got to talk to you. All right. Remember that from earlier? Well, did they talk to us? Yes, they did. All right. So now we're going to the upside. All right. So now we don't know yet if it's a false breakout. All right. So you got to wait for it to pull back down and bounce again. All right. So it could be a false breakout, but because it is breaking out, I want to get rid of that so I don't get biased to the downside. And now it's pretty easy to see it's a sideways move. Flip the target up. All right. There we go. To a buy, and make sure you got the bottom down here, over here. Right there. All right, there's a new target to the upside. All right. We got the space in here. Watch for that this afternoon or later. All right. Euro Aussie. All right. So it makes sense then. Remember, I kept saying that makes sense. Aussie yen should be going up. That's why I just want to stay out of it. Want to stay out of it. See, that's what you do. Once you know what you're doing, then you know this is when I act and this is when I sit on my hands. And guess what you do most of the time? You sit on your hands. Right? And so if you're going to sit on your hands, you might as well do some work. So go tackle something like 100 1000s or something, you know. All right, head it up. We can now get a channel on here. We got the angle right there. Heart line's not proven yet, but it sure looks pretty good. I'll put the HSI on from the very bottom. All right, so there's the bottom, and up we go. And boy, they sure know that line. They know that line right there. So that's where you're looking at tonight, right up in there. All right. All right, switch in. It should be breaking up now, and it did. All right. So see, remember we said I'm not touching this thing because it's not right. All right. How did I know that? Because I did my work. All right. All right. 117 pips to the upside, and we're going to bring this down now to this bottom right there, and that's what's left in it right there. Get rid of this to the downside, put another fib on for the upside move so I can find the 1000. 1, 2, 3. Right there, there's the 1000, almost the 1000 right now. So see, this is why you wouldn't trade that. Why? Because if you've done your 300 1000s, you know that that's a target. Right? Do I want to trade into that target? No, I don't want to trade into that target. I'll trade to it, but I won't trade into it. Pound Aussie. All right, Pound Aussie, and nobody traded this one either. And you know, it's trying to go. Look at all the white dots on the bottom as they try to push it up. Target is up there, 9706. Be careful of the 9700 number. You're in New Zealand. It's moving up. Did about 50 pips this morning, and we didn't have everybody trade it, so you can't count it. But that's what's left right up there. Nice two-part trade right there. It's got a New Zealand in it, and traded 23 hours a day. Watch for the push up, and make sure you got your entry order. I put my entry order right above this wick right here. All right, so right above that wick is trade 2, and then anytime you can get this down in here, there's trade 1. And it's got a New Zealand in it. So you make your own decision because you can trade it 23 hours a day. Pound New Zealand, also going to the upside, not having a lot of push yet. All right, but it is trying. All right, we're up above this fib now. So if we get a chance to buy it, you see money coming in. That's a great opportunity later today, maybe even 10 minutes after we close the room right there. New Zealand yen should be now pushing up. It is. Okay. All right. But as you can see, it's just a big sideways movement. So I really don't want to touch this thing right here until we get out of this box. Up in here is nice. Down in here is nice. This is no man's land. It's just, this will chop you to death. It's just chop city. See that? Yeah. Just stay out of it. All right. And, Pound Swissy, finally, we're 2/3 of the way to our target this morning. There we go. And the target is up here. We're going to hold for 1300 and maybe 1303 up there. All right, there we go. All righty.